They're relatively simple to understand from the quarterback point of view. If you got that presentation and we said, okay, we want to protect the passer, well, the first thing we teach our quarterbacks is, okay, who are we free releasing? Who gets, at the snap of the football, who gets to leave? Well, he gets to leave, he gets to leave, he gets to leave, and he gets to leave. All right? So that leaves you what? It leaves you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people to protect yourself with. We have a premise for our system that says that we can protect you with 6 people if you protect yourself from the 7th person. And it's important that you understand, if we're going to send the fullback this direction, this guy becomes what we call the Q. Okay, that's the guy that the quarterback is responsible for if, in fact, he blitzed. So one of our basic protections, and we've got probably 7 different protections that we would employ at East Carolina, depending upon the type of defenses that we see. But against a 4-3 defense, obviously, we'd put our tackle here, our guard here, our center would be on the middle linebacker. He'd be here, with our center peeking out late on that will linebacker. But essentially, the quarterback is responsible for this fella right here because the fullback is going in this direction. So the fullback's going to check on this Sam linebacker right here. That would be the fullback's responsibility. But the reason I'm getting into this is so that we can begin to teach you and teach our quarterback, who are you hot off of in this particular presentation? Well, in this particular presentation, the hot defender would be the will linebacker. If this young man decides to blitz, we don't have a protector for him if, in fact, the center is engaged with the middle linebacker if he should come. Okay? If the Sam linebacker came, we would lose the fullback. He wouldn't get out in the protection. That's okay. If the Mike comes, that's okay. Our center takes him. If the will linebacker comes, our tackle would be engaged with the end. Our guard would be engaged with the defensive tackle right here. So who's got the will? That's the Q. That's the quarterback's responsibility right there. And so what we begin from the very outset, when we draw up a route that's got 5 receivers in it, which all of our 5-step game has, we begin, before we ever run the football play, we blitz the quarterback on the field. I talk to him about this in the meeting, and I tell him, okay, we're going to go out and run. We've probably got 60 5-step drop passing plays. Every one of those passing plays, we're going to get 5 receivers out if we can, but it's a 6-man protection, as I mentioned to you, but the 7th guy's got to be the responsibility of the quarterback. In this instance, where we're sending our fullback to the strong side, which is where the tight end is, the weak side becomes the quarterback's responsibility. You can take this football play and flip it over and send the fullback this direction, in which case the Sam linebacker would become the quarterback's responsibility. And we would learn to throw hot. Now, who's hot? Where do you throw the football? Well, it could be a number of places on any given play. If we were running a shallow cross football play, we would teach our quarterback, if that will linebacker brings the blitz, whether he comes inside, outside, we don't care. On the snap of the football, when you start that 5-step drop, you turn your eyes to that will linebacker. If he's coming, you get rid of the football here. You can get rid of the football here. You can get rid of the football here. Okay? This route obviously is going to get used up on a blitz. We don't count on this as a blitz control. We don't count on that as a blitz control because it's a little bit of a slow type of route. That's a quick route. He'll be looking immediately when the will linebacker goes. We teach this young man, you replace him. Okay, if he leaves, you get here and get inside because most of the time that safety is going to be working down on top of you. So we're looking to run what we call a thin post or a quick post inside that safety right there. And outside here, you've got what we call a rhythm out that can be thrown on a 5-step throw, and we call it a rhythm out because the quarterback throws on rhythm. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the ball's gone. Now, I've got film after film after film. Defensive coaches would tell you that will linebacker can make that trip right there and hit the quarterback and sack him before he can get the ball thrown. I can show you film after film after film when the ball is thrown on 5 steps. Not 5 steps and gather, but a 5-step, what we call a 5-step hit and throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5th step hits. You rotate, make the throw to the rhythm out. You can make that throw. That will linebacker will hit you. He will hit you, but he won't sack you. And he won't get there before you can make that throw. So that's really important that you show your quarterback how he can control that blitzer off the edge. We can't throw the football and turn loose defenders on the inside of our pocket. We can teach our kids to always protect these inside gaps and turn people loose on the outside and convince our quarterback you can get that ball thrown on a 5-step drop to any of these hot receivers. Another football play that we run, and I'm not really talking to you about football plays, I'm just having to show you some of the things we do with football plays.